Known that charter schools don't typically outperform public schools and often tend to increase racial and class segregation. Why do you think parents often favor their children going to a charter school rather than a public school?
I wouldn't know, to be honest. I mean,
Well, in your opinion, why do you think that charter schools have like a better reputation, like, oh, it's a charter school, fancy, and rather than a public school was just like, nah, it's normal?
well, it's because of the name. Like, when you hear charter school, you're like, oh, money. But when you hear public school, that means, like, oh, it's being funded. So, obviously, like, people think, oh, the education's not going to be as good, all this, that, and the fourth. So it's really all in the name. Sometimes, a charter school can be better than a public school. But all in all, it's all about the name. It's like branding.
All right, good answer. Question 2. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, the number of U.S. charter schools has gone up by 7%. Why do you think in the last 10 years there has been a big push for building more charter schools?
I think it's because as actual public school education has gone down, more people are looking towards charter schools for a better education, which is also because, it would be because of the branding of it.
Yeah.
I can see that happening for that reason. But yeah, because of public school education being overall in general just not too amazing.
Okay, question 3. The main demand for charter schools comes from the distrust in the government and Americans not believing their children are getting a full education in public school. Do you believe the government has done a good job providing citizens with free education?
Yes and no. Yes, because, they're providing us with a free education. That's pretty bomb. Because, if you actually pay for, you know how much it costs to go to a charter school? A ton of money. But no, because sometimes, for teacher-wise, they'll just hire whoever they can to teach the subject. And sometimes the teacher is horrible. And I'm not putting all the pressure on the teachers because there's some great teachers out there. It's just that sometimes funding is so low that teachers lose, interest in the subject they're teaching. And sometimes the subject doesn't have the right materials to be taught properly, like books. Like my government book was from 2003.
Wow.
Obama was still in it, so
wow.
I'm pretty behind.
All right, next question. There's often the stereotype that students applying to colleges with the name of charter or private school listed have a better chance getting accepted into the college of their choice. Do you believe the stereotype is real or ever was?
I can see how it's easy to believe. I've never actually heard of that stereotype, but I could see how people would believe it.
Okay.
Because charter schools usually have a higher reputation. So.
Yeah. And last question. Public education is a multi-billion industry often created to benefit those in power. However, most schools are overpopulated and underfunded, therefore making schools cut art programs and theater programs. In your opinion, where do you think all the money is going?
I was actually thinking about this today.
Really?
I think, yeah, because I was driving home from someplace with my mom, and I was just thinking about my book situation. I was in my government class, on top of that, she was saying that education is the most funded thing in our nation. But then I was just thinking, how is it the most funded thing in our nation when our education is pretty not that great, especially with public schools. And I think, well, from the most part from my school, it goes to athletics.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's what I know of, because that's what I've experienced. That's where all the money goes to, because you can tell. Like, once you go out to the basketball court and the football field, the baseball field, they're like spick and span. But once you go into the classroom, it's like a whole different story.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.